What's going on, everybody, and welcome to the RC Retro channel. We have a new arrival, and this one arrived to the channel much sooner than I had anticipated. This is the 1957 Chevy Bel Air Coupe put out by Kyosho on their Fazer chassis. Now, this was announced only a few weeks ago, and I definitely did not think it was going to hit the RC distributors as quickly as it did. Now, I went to pre-order this, and then the day after I pre-ordered it, I went to Kyosho America, and they said they had them in stock. And so I canceled my pre-order with someone else, and then had this shipped, and then 2 days later, it landed on my doorstep. Now, these are going to be hitting, I guess, everyone's homes very shortly. A couple of YouTube channels already posted unboxing and reviews, so I'm going to keep my videos short. But I wanted to share it with all of you because, well, I don't have any Fazers in my collection. Now, Kyosho has this ultra scale body line that they put out, really paying homage to like muscle cars of years past, from the El Camino, Charger, Challenger, GTO, Camaros, and every single time they put out a new one, I always fall in love with it, and I never pull the trigger and never get one until this one came out, and I was like, this is dope. I have to add this one to my collection. So finally, that was it. My first Fazer with the Bel Air Coupe. Now, this really is for display purposes. I know you're saying you're not going to run it. No, I'm not going to run this body. But I am going to run the chassis, and I am going to get another body for it, and I'll talk about that a little bit later on in this episode. But I really want to keep this quick and just express to you how gorgeous this is in person. Like, to see pictures of it, one thing. To have it in front of you, just the scale realism of this body is absolutely stunning. First off, from the front, you have obviously this beautiful, Lexan body, but the front bumper and the rear bumper on here are screwed in. They're chrome, and all the little chrome bits and pieces on here, from right up here to the windshield wipers, to the side view mirrors, okay, to the tops of the fins over here, are all separate chrome pieces. Now you have this beautiful detailing chrome trim around the windows. Beautiful, there's no bubbling, so the stickers were put on wonderfully. The only issue I have with the stickers is right here with the Chevrolet sticker right in the front. As it goes across, it's a little bubbled, this one sticker right here. And I noticed with some pictures online also, it also bubbled. Why is that? Have no clue. And that's just a shame because that is the logo of the car right there. And it's bubbling a little bit, and I'll get a close-up of that. But you have these vintage touring car wheels and tires on here, which really just add to the realism on here. And then, you have these fins which are molded right into the body with these chrome pieces right on top over here. It's absolutely stunningly beautiful. The color is so striking on here. However, maybe it doesn't pick up on camera, but the color I have in front of me in real life is slightly different than the one on the box. I know it's turquoise. Maybe it's just the way the camera's picking it up here, but there's a difference between this, and probably what you're seeing on the camera, because this is a hard color. I mean, it's very bright, it's going to stand out, but it shows up very different on camera or in picture than in real life. So, all right, so definitely a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful body right here. Now, this body is massive. So when you think about it, this is on the Fazer Mk2 long chassis, and if you flip it upside down, look at all that space right there from the end of the chassis to the back of the body. So huge, huge body. You also get a whole other set of brake discs that you see right in here with the manual, some bits and pieces in here. That's to adjust from 0 degrees, what you have on here, to a 5-degree offset, adding another 10 millimeters to each side of the car to have a wider wheelbase for wider bodies. Also, they give you these nice little clear tabs, so this way when you're putting on your pins, you're not scratching the body as well. I know you're probably saying, why didn't they do a magnetic body? Well, they never do those magnetic bodies, not with any of their ultra scale car RCs, right? So let's just take off the body and see what we have underneath. And these little plastic definitely come in handy, right? Because nobody wants to scratch this body up. All right, come on, come off. Then I want to take this one off over here. There you go. I'll lift this off. Now, I'm being very honest with you. I did not buy this car for the Fazer. I bought this car strictly for the body, which is why it's going to be a shelf queen body. I was never really sold on the Fazer. It's a very simplistic chassis. But you know what? Now that I have one, I am going to use it. I will probably get another ultra scale body from Kyosho. One that I'm not too crazy about as far as getting it out on the fender bender speedway to get some action footage, or, you know, playing bumper cars with some of the other guys when we're racing. But as far as the chassis, you know, you have this nice foam bumper in the front to these oil-filled shocks right over here with a nice red aluminum anodized cap. You have double wishbone suspension in the front. The suspension is pretty plush on here. Okay, you have a plastic drive shaft in here. This is four-wheel drive, and you also have plastic drive shaft cups. You have this 14-turn Kyosho motor over here, and then, well, you have a front and rear gear differential. Also, what's nice is the bottom is completely flat, and you have hex hardware, and it's 2mm hex, so basically you need one wrench for the entire car. Now, Kyosho went and lightened up their chassis by using, and I believe they used fiberglass. Let me check my notes right over here, because hey, I can't remember everything. Yeah, oh, no, not fiberglass, nylon. They were nylon plastic parts to lighten it up and also reduce the amount of parts, so this way you won't need as many screws, making it a lot lighter. How they did that, I have no idea. I don't design RC cars. But hey, listen, that's what it says in the notes. So there you go. Now, very much like Tamiya with their TT01 and TT02 chassis, there are tons of aftermarket parts for the Fazer. You can go crazy spending silly money. And you know what? I'm probably going to go spend silly money on this as well. First off, I'm going to replace the wheels and the tires because I don't want to mess these up because they go perfectly with the body, so I'll be getting new wheels and tires as well. Also, I'll be getting front and rear sway bars on here. I'll also be getting a red aluminum drive shaft with steel drive cups and get rid of the plastic. Also, your cups for the rear diff and the front diff are plastic, so I'll probably investing in a set of steel ones there. Also, you have dog bones in here, I believe, so we're going to be upgrading to the universals, which are pretty pricey. Just a set of two is $45. Okay, I am probably going to keep the electrics in here. I do want to run it initially with this remote, but I will eventually swap over to a radio link receiver and pair this with all my other RC cars on my many radio link remotes. What's also nice on here, well, it already comes soldered with a Dean's or T-plug, not those white plugs that Tamiya still uses. And you have a nice Velcro strap in here to hold your battery in place. Anything else I plan on getting on here? I'm not 100% sure. But again, the bottom is really flat, so I can make my own carbon fiber chassis protector to put on here in different sections. And so this is, I mean, this is really light. So, well, we'll just have to get it out. Now, you're probably saying, have to get it out? Yeah, we're not getting it out in this video. I apologize. Just wanted to put out a quick video just announcing this came to the channel. Put it out as quickly as possible. Just show you all the features of the Fazer. Discuss the beauty of this body right over here. And then, you know, when the nice weather rolls around in a couple of months, not too far off because it is February, so before you know it, April will be here, May, and we'll have some fun on the Fender Bender Speedway. We'll get this out with another body on it. Make a cool video. Yeah, all right. Now, I love this, but I also love the GTO body as well, so I'll maybe just buy the body and add that to my collection. Not 100% sure, but those are my two favorites. Those are freaking awesome. Now, you're going to see in a couple of weeks a video of my scale car series Ferrari Testarossa that was given to me by my buddy. Excuse me, I'm just clear. Sorry, a little sick. Given to me by my buddy Keith over at RC Icons. I built it. Now I'm going to paint the body up. And it's funny, I already started that video. And in that video, I'm talking about how Kyosho announced this and how I'm going to pre-order this. So, and then we're going to wait for it to come to the channel. Well, this video is going to be out before that. So when you see that video, it's going to be like talking about how I want to pre-order this. But meanwhile, I already pre-ordered it and arrived here to the channel. Didn't think it was going to come out that quick. So now, if you haven't had an opportunity to get your hands on this or pre-order it, I highly suggest you do, because I want to say the distributors will probably run out quick, because this is a stunning beauty, all right? So I hope you enjoyed this quick video. Thank you so much for your support. And of course, I'll catch you all in my next. Take care now.